everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you part 2 of my Evan-Moor workbook review. As I stated in my last video, I got sent a couple things to honestly review on my channel and use with my kids, which was super fun to be able to do that and test some new things out and see what would work for us. Today I'm going to show you Skill Sharpeners Grade 4 Spell and Write. Now, the reason that I got this in particular is because my 10-year-old, so what she's supposed to be is a 4th grader if she was in public school, we have never done any sort of formal spelling or writing curriculum, ever. Spelling in particular, I've never felt a need to have a formal curriculum for. Maybe because I'm naturally a good speller, and I felt like a lot of the reason that I am a good speller, or that I have been in the past at least, is because I just read a lot. So it's one of those things that I think for a lot of people, they can just pick it up naturally through reading and seeing the words constantly, and they just kind of get stamped into your mind. Her spelling, I don't know where she's at in her spelling. For her age group, I think she does all right. She still misspells plenty of things. So I want to get this just to see where she's at and see if she was receptive to a formal spelling workbook or curriculum of any type. And plus, I've never used one, so I had no idea how you even approach formal spelling. Because spelling was something in school that I never felt was really useful for me. That was just me. So yeah, I don't have much experience with it. So the way this book was set up is you read a short story. So I like that aspect of it. And my kids do too, because they enjoy reading. So these are more, I think these end up being more like non-fiction type stories. Let me see. Let me flip through it really quick. Yeah, it was more like non-fiction, which I liked. And my 10-year-old liked. I think the age group likes getting a little bit more factual things, if you know what I'm saying. So they read the story, and then the first thing they do is find their spelling words. So it says, go back and see if you can find these words in your story. And then over the next few pages, they just work with these words. So, can you see this? So they just rewrite them, really simple, standard spelling practice. And then they work with them in the sentence. So they find the word in the sentence, and then they correct the spelling. So it's finding your words, just copying them, and then, I was going to say this word right here, explode, not exploding them, and then finding them in a sentence, and then correcting them, and then I like this part, that there's definitions are part of it as well. So you had to match up the definition. A part of a whole. So what is a part of a whole? Which word would fit that? And that was peace. And then human beings. So that was kind of fun. I had to work with her on this because she didn't quite understand what was going on. Because she's not used to, books like these. And then another thing that is included, or was included with this particular section, was what type of sentences. So like declarative, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, and then it gives you a list of definitions with what those mean. So you read the sentence, and then you try to decide what kind of sentence is this, because it doesn't give you. Now this is something that confused me, and I didn't particularly like, is it didn't give. I'm sure this is part of it. It didn't give the. Gosh, what is the thing? My mind just went, the ending thing, periods, exclamation marks, things of that nature. It didn't include those on the end of the sentence, which is a huge clue to what kind of sentence it was. So I guess it wanted you to read them and then try to guess for yourself. So we watched the tree explode as lightning struck, is the first one right here. Can you see that? We watched the tree explode as the lightning. Oh no. I'm all over the place, guys. We watched the tree explode as lightning struck. Which for me, you could put an exclamation mark on there and it'd be like, we watched the tree explode as the lightning struck. or it can just be a statement. We just watched it as it struck. So I kind of let her free form with that and how she would say those kind of sentences. Maybe that's the point of it. I was a little confused there. And then this part she particularly liked, where you use the words in a story and you try to put them in their correct spot. So she liked that. So overall, she did seem to enjoy using this workbook. Again, if you watch my last video, you read one little bit and it has quite a few review pages or pages where you're working with that particular story and that theme of words, which is good for a lot of review, but you know, for my kids, it's just a little much. By the time they're at the end of it, they're like, can we just move on to the next story? Less so for my 10-year-old because she has more stamina, so she would do a couple pages at a time on her own. And what I liked about this is she was able to do a lot of this independently. We, again, use this as part of our morning work, morning warm-up, and for her in particular, I am looking for more things that she can do independently and just practice, just get the juices flowing, not necessarily teach her independently everything she needs to know, but I am moving towards her doing more independent work, which she is fully capable of. I wanted to share one more thing though from this book that she liked. This was poetry time, so you use the words that were all like storm themed from this particular section, and it gives you an acrostic poem. So this says tornado, and then you're supposed to start, you know, your line with the particular letter. And she had never done this before, and she really enjoyed making a poem out of these words. So for the most part, this was a win. Some of the things she was confused about and got frustrated, so I would have to sit down and explain something to her, which I fully expect to do. But, you know, for her, for a 10-year-old and her in particular, this wasn't too much. This was just the right amount to get her going, challenge her a little bit, but not be overwhelming. And again, she would just do like 2 pages a day, and not every single day, just a couple mornings a week. Let's see, we've moved on to the next one. Yeah, so the next one was like comets, and then again, like probably 6 or 7 pages per story and theme. So yeah, I enjoyed that, and I will definitely keep workbooks like these as part of our morning rotation, just to make things, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Just for variety and practice. Good warm-ups, good practice. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this and getting a peek inside of books like these. I know I have been curious about Evan-Moor products in the past, but I've never used them before, so it was fun to be able to use them and try them out. And if you're interested in checking these out some more, I'll leave a link below where you can look at that. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all again really soon.